Hello and welcome to the demo for Wiser.me on searching for already created worksheets and creating your own using the free version of Wiser.me. Once you're logged into Wiser.me, you can either search community worksheets, you can create your own worksheets as well, and then learner worksheets are those that your learners would create. If you choose to activate premium, the button is right here for you to do so. In terms of searching for worksheets, it is predictive. So if I start typing in Spanish 1 AR verb conjugation, it pops up Spanish 1. I don't even have to get to the conjugation part. So if I'm looking, I say, ooh, this one looks good. You can click and look at it. You can scroll down and see what they did. And if it is perfect and exactly what you want it to look like, you can click Assign Now and it will go to your students. However, if you look and you say, oh, there's some vocab in there that my students don't know, you can click Copy Worksheet and it will save it to your worksheets where you can create your own. So right here it says it's been added. Don't forget to leave a comment. With the free version, everything you create becomes searchable for other teachers. That is part of the community that they have. If you have the paid version, that does not necessarily, or you don't have to share your worksheets with everyone else. I will go back to the dashboard. Anytime you want to get back to your dashboard, you just click right here. So we have my worksheets, and you can see some that I've created. And I can edit them here, I can preview them, and then I can also assign them as well. But now, and you can also create folders to organize them. But now I will go through the creation of a worksheet. So click on Create Worksheet. You can select your design and you can change your title. And you can change the color if you'd like of the text. You can change the font if you don't like that font. The next thing you want to do before you start out, or you can also upload a cover image too, is you want to save. So when you click save, you will get this prompt that you have to specify at least one grade and subject at the top. So you can select all of them if you want. You can select just the one that you want to do. So I'll say geography, and then you can also, same thing, you can select all grades or just the grade that you teach. Then you click save, and now you're able to save your work. You can also add tags to make it easier to find your worksheets in that community. For tasks, you just scroll down under the heading, and then this first row and the next two, on the second row, these are tasks that are questions, types of questions that you can add. I will not demo all of them. However, I do want to point out that text, image, video, link, and embed, they're not questions, they're just additional things that you can add for students to use in this digital worksheet. So if you want to give them more information, you can do text. You can add an image for them to look at. You can embed a YouTube video. Same thing with a link. If you want to add a link to say explore this website and then move on. Embed, if you have a program that allows you to get an embed code, Padlet will give you an embed code. You can embed that and it will show up directly in your worksheet. For right now, I will click on Open Question so you can see what that looks. When you click on it, if you're not paying close attention, you won't realize that it does add the question above where it says Add Task. So right here is the question that I just clicked. You enter the question. You can write your question in. And then if you want to give additional instructions, you can give additional instructions here. You can record your voice if you want to give them voice recording instructions as well. And then students' answers will appear below. You can also change the answer size, so this gives them 4 lines to write on. You can give them 1 line or as large as 8 lines. Differentiated instruction is only available for the premium version. So if I click on it, it will tell you that you have to upgrade your account for it. When you're done with this question, click Done. And then you can add other questions as well. I will now go and demo what a question or a completed worksheet that shows you some different types of questions. This is a worksheet that I've already used and created with students, so I will click on Review so you can see what it looks like, what students would see. So students would see it like this. This is a sort, so the categories are down here, and the students would click and select which one it would go into. So I would just say architect for that one, and you can see it pops there. Another one, this is an embed one. For this, I have a Padlet that is embedded with answers right here. And the students can actually click and work within that embedded Padlet by clicking on Add Post. They don't have to go to a separate website for that. Here's another question. This is the long answer question. And then this is a draw one. So this one, the teacher or the students can write with their marker or with their mouse, or they can also add text if they prefer. And they could add images as well. When students are done, they will have a submit button down here. To assign this to learners, you click Assign to Learners, and you have two options. You can either create a class by clicking Add Class, or you can give them a link. It is your choice. Once you are done with assigning it and giving it to your students, you can exit out of this and then go to Answers. Answers will show you your students' answers that they did. If you have multiple classes, you do have to go through and select which class it's for. And you can see who's working, what people got on it, and then you can also go back and give feedback. Another option right here is to download the report. So again, if you click in and you don't see any answers and you know there are, you just might have to select the correct one. And you could change these titles as well. If you want to share your worksheet with a colleague, you can click on Share Worksheet and you can get a link, or you can, I wouldn't suggest doing Twitter or any of that, but just copy the link and email it to your coworkers. A lot of teachers like Wizer because it is a really nice way to house different types of questions and also embed links and images in one program. Like many programs, the best way to get familiar with it is to just play around and see what the questions look like. And if you have a coworker that you can send it to as a student so they can see what it looks like on the student side, it is the best way to practice with this.